Mountfield National Park is about 60 kilometres or about an hour's drive northwest of Hobart. From Hobart, you can take the Brooker Highway to New Norfolk, then follow the road on either side of the river until you reach Westway. From here, drive along a winding bitumen road to Mountfield National Park's entrance. The reason I chose Mountfield National Park is because it's very diverse in its flora and fauna. It's very scenic and very picturesque environments also contributed quite a lot to this. Also the fact that when I was younger I'd often do walks and outdoor activities there. Mountfield is located at the coordinates of 42.65 degrees south and 196 degrees east. Mountfield has a unique combination of tall wet eucalypt forest and a cool rainforest at Russell Falls, with glacial formations and snow country around Lake Dobson. Mountfield is mainly made up of 400 million year old Gordon limestone. The largest glacier was up to 12 kilometres long and formed in the Broad River Valley. Remnants of the most extensive ice action in the park are visible in the terminal moraines of Broad River Valley and the huge cirque-walls above Lake Seal. Mountfield is very diverse in its flora and fauna. Some of the native fauna include wombats, platypuses, eastern barred bandicoots, echidnas, Tasmanian devils, wallabies, paddymmelons, bats, sparrowhawks, goshawks, the Tasmanian wedge-tailed eagle, and many other reptiles and butterflies. And some of the introduced animals include the superb lyrebird, cats, house mice, and the cabbage white butterfly. The flora of the park has been quite well studied over many years, particularly due to the park's use as an educational resource by geography and botany departments of the University of Tasmania. Some of the plants are the pandani, golden plateau buttercup, pygmy bogrush, waratah, celery top pine, myrtle, and the cushion plant. The annual rainfall of Mountfield is 1,225 millimetres. The most rain ever recorded in one day is 57 millimetres. Mountfield is a temperate rainforest with its temperatures averaging from 5 to 25 degrees Celsius. At Mountfield, it can snow at virtually any time of the year. And the highest point at Mountfield is at 1,434 metres above sea level. Mountfield is the 34th highest mountain in Tasmania, and Tasmania is Australia's most mountainous state. Some human activities include picnicking, camping, caravanning, walking, staying in huts, and skiing during the winter. Mountfield's beauty is a major contributor to the many activities that you can do there, and its terrain both limits and encourages human activities and exploration. The environment is used in such a way that it can facilitate healthy life in plants and animals, yet still provide perfectly usable environments for humans. Some of Mountfield's vivid and picturesque sceneries provide wonderful places for serious and casual walkers alike. Limited archaeological surveys in the park have shown that Aboriginals use the land and waters of the park. More extensive surveys of the nearby Florentine Valley have shown Aboriginal occupation of over 30,000 years. To date, there have been no systematic archaeological surveys conducted in the park and reserves. 2 Aboriginal sites have been identified inside the park boundaries, located near Lake Fenton and Lake Dobson. These consist of an isolated artefact find and an artefact scatter. Evidence of Aboriginal occupation has been found outside the park and in several caves near the Florentine Valley. Tasmania Parks and Wildlife manages almost 40% of Tasmania in 440 reserves, including 19 national parks and the Tasmanian Wilderness World Heritage Area, of which includes Mountfield. Rangers are employed at Mountfield to enforce, protect, and monitor the conditions of the national park. Russell Falls is one of the most photographed waterfalls in Tasmania. Its 3 elegant tiers and lush vegetation have attracted visitors for well over 100 years. In 1885, Russell Falls became Tasmania's first nature reserve, while Mountfield was declared a national park in 1916. Mountfield covers an area of 16,265 hectares or 40,191 acres. The park has 2 main sections for visitors linked by a 16-kilometre unsealed road. The first section near the park entrance includes a visitor centre, picnic facilities, and the famous Russell Falls. Stunning walks through enormous fern forests and some of the tallest trees in the world can be encountered in this area. The second section is an alpine environment surrounding Lake Dobson and provides opportunities for day and overnight walks and access to skiing areas. I think the only way that human behaviour can be shaped to ensure the renewal of Mountfield as a sustainable tourist attraction is if people are cooperative and just follow the rules, don't bring any animals in there, leave everything how you found it, don't put any rubbish there, clean up after yourself, and make sure everything looks as nice, if not nicer, than when you got there as you leave. Humans are highly adaptable species, and we have used the environment to ensure our success. So now we must learn to adapt to ensure the survival of the environment. We all owe our survival and success to the plants and animals that make up the environment around us.